Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. The kickoff team out there getting set. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. All right, guys, here's our first look at this offense today. And here comes this quarterback. When he takes the field, he brings a certain swagger and charisma out there that not only the entire team, the entire stadium seems to feed off of.
You can feel it. It's different. It's special. Guys like this don't come around very often, but he makes the whole team better, but the belief is strong because he continues to make plays and be there for his team every time they need him.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got it. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
I really like the slot receiver. I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
Back to throw. It's Bowers. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got him downfield. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his man. It's English. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll try the run. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that 1st down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. To the air. It's Bowers. Lets it go to the end zone. Makes the catch and gets the score.
Well, you know, this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's good. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Give to the running back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Off the boot, looking for his man. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt and take it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
At the 49. Brings up second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Bowers. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Back to the ground game on the left. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quick release by the QB. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up, way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to him. Can't get him to the ground. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you've got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
The give to the back. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Snagged in the middle, it's Bell. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Forges ahead for one to the 8-yard line.
Third down coming up.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking downfield, it's Bowers. Looking for the score! And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
And you just got to wonder if the pass rush affected the QB's accuracy on that throw. He had his guy wide open in the end zone, but he had to throw it a split second faster than he wanted to, and the ball got away from him.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They'll leave it with him. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. Robinson looking to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting the hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
With all of that heat, he wasn't able to get much on that one. Fair catch is made, but there is laundry on the deck, so we might be having a do-over.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Going to the ground. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Right back to the well. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give is to Smith. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Robinson will throw. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Snags it with the sticky fingers and strolls in with the sweet feet for the touchdown. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. A 69-yard touchdown drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Caught behind the line. It's English. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now they'll run the draw. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
At the 39-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. It's Bowers. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pulls it in on the left. He's loose. Snares it with those big hands and strolls into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished with a bang, a 71-yard scoring strike. about to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got his man on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Smith takes the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for loss.
Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on third and short. Robinson looking to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They'll run it from the gun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They try to pop a run on the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. Didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed on the outside, it's English. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Excellent situational awareness to make the grab and get just enough of that first down.
And how about the play call? They didn't want to hold on to the football. They wanted to get that thing out of their hand, trust the receiver to make the catch, and then what does he do? Gets the first down, gets out of bounds. New set of downs for this offense.
They think there's room to run to the right here.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. It'll be a draw. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
Get it out on the screen. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Right. Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. He's right on target. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense now working in the red zone. Looking for a man. It's Bowers. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
It's now third down.
A manageable distance on third down as they try to convert from the 20. The aerial assault continues. And the third down pass is incomplete.
And they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But fourth and short. Now, decision time, baby.
And the field goal unit is on the field. He'll line it up from the right side. A 37-yarder coming up. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's good. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On second down, he'll let it fly. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Here comes the crowd trying to make it tough on third and long. Leaves it with the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. A first down for the offense. He's looking to throw it. That's caught. It's English. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock.
It leads to second down.
Line getting set on second down. Scanning the field, it's Bowers. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Third down coming up.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush. They win up front.
So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And that is no good. After the missed field goal, this lead's still sitting at 13. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Philly. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the Jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Lincoln Financial Field.
We're ready to get it started here in the second half. Coming out with it, it's good. And the returner will be dragged down. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Finds the tight end. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The give to the tailback. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Try to get it to the edge. Nice move to stay on his feet. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
The old toss, right? Toss it to him on the perimeter, get on the edge quickly. Receivers better block on the outside. Go get me some positive yards, get a fast guy in space. Nice play call.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. He's going to pass. Snags it over the middle. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. They'll give it to the back. Sweet cut there. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
No huddle here for the offense. Robinson will throw. Makes his connection. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. Trying to run, it's Smith. drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd knows when to bring it. He's going to pass on second down. Got his man quickly. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That changes the sequence, doesn't it? Like, you think 1st and goal, maybe I can pound this several times, and now you get the loss. Now you got to rethink things a little bit. Do I want to throw the football now? Do I feel comfortable even running the ball? So that was a big stop for this defense on 1st down.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Got it! And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Robinson looking to pass. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the 2nd half.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Here's the handoff. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Picks up 3. Brings up 2nd down.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short. And here comes the punt team.
On to kick it away.
Fair catch called for and made. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. Movement here from the tight end. They'll go to the ground. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They've been running it, but now the pass. Snagged on the outside, it's Parks. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with them because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll give it on the jet sweep, looking for room outside.
That is an incredible job by the defense to stop that receiver in particular on that jet sweep. This is one of the fastest guys in college football, period. So for the fact that the defense was able to corral him and get him down and limit him, that was pretty impressive.
Nice move to keep running. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Comes out throwing on first down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Robinson will throw. Quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I need you to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds his man down the middle. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll try the right side. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here for the offense. Wide out in motion. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Getting some heat. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back. Nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Looking to throw, it's Bowers. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in third and short, third and medium, third and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun, the running back has it. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd down.
Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll try to pop the draw. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
At the 31-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The give is to Smith. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
You know, at this point of the game, guys, trailing the way they are late in the game, check down throws are not going to get it done. You've got to be more aggressive in the passing game, and you're going to have to just start taking shots.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Robinson looking to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
One of the things I love about this defense, guys, they bring pressure from all over the yard, and that's now the 2nd sack for this corner.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
And the sense of urgency has got to go up now for the defense, right? You just failed on 4th down. You're trailing just under 3 minutes to go. What can the defense do? Can you create a turnover? Can you at least get a quick 3 and out to give yourselves a chance to win?
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give as they work on that clock. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line.
Brings up 3rd down.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Now this offense is back on the field. To the air on 1st down. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
You want to have a lot of success on defense, make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. This defense has been doing it time and time again, and you can tell this quarterback doesn't have a plan.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Parks. Across the 25, he's got room. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
That much time for any good QB in college football is not going to equal success for your defense. The defense has to do a better job trying to get pressure on the quarterback. He's way too comfortable.
It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. He wants to throw. Finds his tight end. At the 40, there he goes. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Robinson will throw. He makes the connection. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback. And a nice job with concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
Third down.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Robinson looking to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Going for it all. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee.